Hello, I'm Cameron Williams. Welcome to A Current Affair. Happy New Year to you. First up tonight, the story of Kate Fitzsimons, who's really made it her mission to ensure young travellers see the world but return home safely. The reason, Kate's sister Nicole died in an accident while she was on holidays in Thailand.
As a young sister who has lived through the unimaginable, I'm now a woman on a mission. When they say we needed that wake-up call, that's like when I just know I'm in the right place at the right time and doing something that really does serve such an important purpose.
At just 23, Kate Fitzsimons is well beyond her years. Only 6 years out of high school herself, this passionate but heartbroken young woman has returned to the classroom.
You know, I can't bring my sister back home safely, but I'm sure as hell going to do everything I can to help make sure that you guys do.
No longer a student, but a teacher of sorts, desperately trying to make kids listen to her message.
So before I go any further today, I'd just like to play a quick video of a schoolie celebrating in Bali, and I'd just like to get your thoughts on it.
You want to do those helmets up? Oi, brother! How are you? Hey, mate, are you right to drive?
Oh, no.
What are you doing driving the bike?
I'm blind.
Okay, so who thinks that's pretty funny? I mean, it's just a bit of harmless fun, right? And you're definitely not alone. But I just wonder if you find this as amusing.
When I heard Kate's presentation on the Nicole Fitzsimons Foundation, I was left speechless and there was not a dry eye in the room.
What really stuck with me was the unthinkable does happen.
That presentation was exactly what I needed to hear.
Why do you think you're able to get through to them?
My ability to connect with the students is definitely because I speak to them peer-to-peer, heart-to-heart.
Kate's story is about her older sister Nicole, a stunning, larger-than-life 24-year-old tragically killed in the prime of her life.
We're whining and dining at the Cliff tonight. It's the best restaurant in Koh Samui, so check out the view.
A young Sydney woman has been killed in a motorbike accident in the Thai resort of Koh Samui.
Nicole was a ballet dancer who travelled the world, a passionate rugby league supporter, and had her sights on a career as a sports reporter.
I'm Nicole and I'm coming to you live this morning.
Nicole was just 2 weeks away from graduating a journalism degree with distinction, but she was already working in the media as a valued member of Channel 9's Footy Show.
She was right on the verge, I think, of achieving such great things, and she didn't quite blossom to her full potential.
And I love my footy and all sports.
It was the happiest I've ever seen my sister, and that brings me some solace, I guess, knowing that she was so happy before, she passed.
She spent her last days in Thailand with longtime partner Jamie Keith. It was a trip to remember, a place they planned their wedding.
We both expressed how lucky we were to have each other. You know, we planned who was going to be our bridesmaid and groomsmen when we get married and start a family.
But on the last night, on their way home from dinner, in the blink of an eye, without warning and without a chance, Nicole was killed, struck down by a maniac motorbike rider as they took the last turn into their hotel.
We saw Mighty bang just hit us from behind, and from there I just remember flying across the road and sort of blanked out for a second there and yelled and screamed for help. Then I was telling her it's all going to be okay.
But her injuries were just too severe. Like a lot of travellers, Nicole wasn't wearing a helmet, something she'd never have done back home.
We all fall into that holiday mode where we like to think nothing bad happens on holidays, but unfortunately that's very far from the truth.
Kate has been to 200 schools, spoken to 20,000 students, trying to teach them about how a silly decision can be deadly.
What was shared with me through that presentation will never ever be forgotten.
It was incredible.
So it was a real eye-opener for me.
Even for Foreign Minister Julie Bishop has been listening, inviting Kate to Canberra where they spoke about her campaign.
I want to change it where it's not the cool kids going, let's jump on a bike, let's do this, let's try that. I want the cool kids to be going, no, you're an idiot for trying that.
Kate and her family started the Nicole Fitzsimons Foundation shortly after her death. At the time, Kate had a corporate job but walked away from the high-flying career to be the voice of the foundation.
How big is your team? It's you and...
Just fly solo. No, my team is my family. So my mum and dad and my brother.
You're only 23. That's a lot to take on, isn't it?
Yeah, I call it my little baby. It's something that was born out of, I guess, my own curiosity of when I was, in those early days lying on the floor crying and thinking how many other poor families have had to live through this.
I'm just so proud that Kate's keeping Nicole's spirit alive.
2 Australians die in Thailand every week. In Bali, it's 1 every 4 days. By comparison, although double the number of Aussies visit New Zealand, there's only about 8 deaths a year.
Do not let you or your friend become just another statistic, because at the end of the day, that's all my sister is now, just a statistic.
Nicole was so much more than a number, a partner to Jamie, sister to Kate, and daughter to Vince and Julie.
She was passionate every minute of the day, which is why we miss her so much.
Her death touched many, including her colleagues at the footy show.
She just had a personality that was infectious. Everyone who met Nick, loved her to death.
More than 2,000 people attended a public memorial, joining the family in a lap of honour.
Losing a loved one in any circumstance is traumatic, but to lose a loved one over in a foreign country, it takes the trauma to a whole other level.
Kate wants teenagers to understand that other countries have different laws, standards and beliefs, and even accidents can be complicated. In the week following Nicole's death, local police tried to blame Jamie for the crash and even tried to get money out of him.
We were told that you're talking somewhere between 15 to 30,000 Australian to buy Jamie out of that situation.
Jamie was eventually cleared and allowed to return home. It's now 3 years since Nicole's accident and the foundation is thriving. Not only doing school talks, but helping others who are struggling to achieve their dreams. Paying for dance lessons, awards, scholarships, special equipment, and even a trip to the Special Olympics. Gifts from the heart, a symbol that is now linked to Nicole forever. A young lady, much loved, but lost far too soon.
Every presentation I get all the students together to do a photo with me doing it, and they absolutely love it, and I know it's a way that then they can remember Nicole by and her story and hopefully make them think twice next time they are overseas.
Thank you, Kate, for being so inspirational.
Yeah, she really is. And if you'd like Kate to speak at your school, we've got all the details on our website. Now the two mates determined